What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the first episode in our coverage of a little game that just went through its Kickstarter and got backed, and so they've got a demo out that we can check out and play right now. This is the absolute earliest alpha you can get of Goblins of Elderstone, which is a cool little RimWorld-esque dwarf fortress city builder where you play a clan of goblins that are trying to make their way in the world. You can be benevolent goblins, you can be evil goblins that are super stereotypical and fight everybody that comes into their forest. But it's kind of an interesting little game where at first glance it doesn't seem like the game has a whole lot of stuff going on. There's a few buildings in here, and I definitely think we could do an episode on it to kind of raise awareness and let people know that this is a title that is in development right now and will more than likely be headed towards itch and, Steam and all that kind of stuff in the near future. So without further ado, let's check out Goblins of Elderstone. This is pretty much my first impressions of the game. I've only played very briefly just to figure out the control scheme and get like a basic city set up. Other than that, we'll probably just do one episode today to show it off. Let's play Goblins of Elderstone. New game. We're going to go into the story mode because Pantheon mode is not in yet, neither is random mode. And so, Ruby Eye, first goblin, look out over Elderstone from mountaintop. Her eyes fill with wonder as her heart fill with battle.
What be the goblin way?
She asked the wind, the rock, the running water.
How will goblin live and breathe through the unseen tomorrows of Elderstone?
Ruby Eye, hear Elderstone's answer, an echo and rustling of leaves. She strained to make it out. What do Ruby Eye hear? So we can be a good goblin. Goblin ways to be true, to be just, all that is born, grows, and dies, and have right to live and make more life. They are kind goblins. Neutral goblins. Goblin need no fancy talk of right or wrong. Survive, that is what we goblin do. We fight, we bargain, we pray when we must. There is no good or bad, there is only us. And then there is evil. We are goblin. For longest time, Elderstone shun us and drive us away. We return now and make Elderstone sorry for such cruelty. We teach Elderstone a lesson it never forget. And so it looks like we get Copperface if we take that one. We either get Moongast, who looks quite undead and scary, or we get Iron Snout, who looks badass as hell. I kind of want Iron Snout, or we can take Iridan. Iridan's a punk. I don't like Iridan. We're taking Iron Snout. This dude looks like he gets it. There we go. Let's see here. Ruby Eye looked to Iron Snout and ask,
What path I take?
Iron Snout say, Listen to gods and choose one as your guide. That god will lead you down most sacred path. Always forwards, never back. So Ruby Eye think loud inside her head.
Gods hear me. Which path shall lead me? Lead old goblin to where we want to be.
Her head filled with voices, and Ruby Eye listened to the gods within her skull. We can go with trade, we can go with faith, or we can go with war. Let's go with faith. Unless we just go with Copper Snout again. I don't know. I think I'm trying to make Iron Snout my homie. Sorefoot Ruby Eye look with wonder at lake that float in air like cloud. From lake tumble waterfalls down to ground. Iron Snout bathe in waterfalls as mist wet Ruby Eye's face, dampen her cheeks. Ruby Eye feel lie down sad and jumping happy all at once.
Are you lake of tears?
She asked. The lake answer in a voice of thundering waterfall and trickling stream. I am. The tears of sorrow and of joy, the tears of wonder. Drink in my tears, and you shall wash away your clay. You shall bear the mysteries beneath. Then the faces of gods grow out of 3 waterfalls, fell before Ruby Eye. We can dedicate ourselves to the divine, we can dedicate ourselves to nature, or the arcane. Let's be naturalist goblins. Most gone, silence everywhere as Ruby Eye walk through ash of blackened hills and stop at shattered gate of broken citadel. The air smell like death. Skeletons lie scattered on ground, blackened as hills, broken as citadel. Goblin skeletons.
Who do this?
Ruby Eye wailed to the gods.
Who take more children from me?
Skulls begin to clack, jaws move. Ruby Eye listen close to skulls as gods whisper at her to take through baked bone. Oh, we gotta choose our mortal enemy. So it can be elves, dwarves, or orcs. Yeah, let's get those filthy stunnies. They're the ones that brought this up.
We's gonna kill the little bearded stutties with me shooter.
So there it is. Ruby Eye, first goblin, look out over Elderstone from mountaintop, eyes filled with wonder as her heart filled with battle.
What will be the god?
Oh, it just gives you the full story. Never mind, I was going to read the whole damn thing. Damn it! So now we got to pick where we want to live at. Mudblood, that's horribly rude. That can't be where we're from. We're going to be from, I don't know, Buttbake. There we go. Mudblood, that's just a cruel name. We can start in any of these spots. I would actually say, hey, make the map a little larger. Let's see what we can find here. So this place has lots of food, lots of wood, medium threat. Got stone, moderate, plentiful, medium. Okay, I'm kind of looking for like an easy spot to start off. I'm not trying to get my goblins' asses kicked like the second I start in. That's pretty good right there. Moderate, plentiful, but the threat is high. Plentiful, plentiful. I don't want scarce stone, though. See, every place that has, like, good stuff, that's about right. I mean, it's moderate. We could take a moderate map. That sounds all right to me. And these plains will have stuff, too, I think. But they're low threat. We'll go with, like, one of these right here. And so the colony of Buttbake was designed. We've got to set up our chief. And so let's go ahead. And who do I want my chief to be? There's Glitch. There's, like, I can't read their names because they're so small. But we want somebody with high respect, I think. And so he's got 90 respect. And so let's make him...
He got all the respect of the other goblos. We put him in charge.
And so he's up there. And then from there, we will put everybody in until... I don't really think it matters. I'm just throwing them all in there. I don't know what respect does, or even if that's been implemented just yet. I assume that's their likelihood to get along with others. And so in that case, what I'll do is I'll replace some of the lower respect people with higher respect people, just in case. I don't know if, like, a lot of the mechanics in the game have not been implemented yet. Like, they're just placeholders with, like, a thing. And so I don't know if they're completely and totally functioning yet. But if they are, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that everybody in our... We want to have a respectful society, you know what I mean? So we've got female and male goblins. How do you tell if they're female? Like, female versus male. The male's the ones with no shirts? Ah, gotcha. So we probably want to bring a couple more males because we have a lot of females. Let's bring you, and we will bring... I'm trying to get 1 or 2 more males in so that we can end up with more goblins. There we go. Like 5 females, 3 males. Give them some choice, some variety. That sounds good. On the female end, not so much choice and not so much variety. If you don't like Gundar, the goblin, then you probably have limited your choices fairly well. Oh, we've got to choose a place for our society to start. Let me go ahead and pause the game very quickly. As you can tell, it's in low poly design, which is kind of cool. Some people will like that. Some people will not. We'll have a look around. I want to be somewhere in between stone and wood to make my life a little bit easier. And so I will probably put my society right here. And so here are our little goblins. At the moment, they need a grand hall for the chieftain, and they all need a house that they can live inside of. We can do that by going to the buildings menu. And then the grand hall is right here. It costs us 24 wood. We've also got a warrens, which is a home for up to 8 goblins. So let's get our grand hall built. We can rotate that with, I think, Q and E. And then I'll probably put the grand hall, like, right... Well, if these goblins would get out of the way, I'd put it... Fine, we'll put it right there. And as you can see with our grand hall, our little gobbos will start to move into place, and they'll start to build it, which is pretty cool. They'll start grabbing things out of the little cart that they came with. We can zoom all the way down if you want. And we could take a look at the little guys if I could control my camera. There we go. And so as you can see, they're taking like hammers and they're building the little things they're supposed to be building. As of right now, the weather is warm. It's not like the nasty time of year where things attack us. Filthy dwarves come from the mountainside to kill us even though we mean them no harm. That is why they are the foulest of enemies. That is why they are our nemesises. Is because they attack us for no reason, just because we're little and green. They want to throw down and they want to punch us and put bruises on us. And so there it is. There's our chieftain's hall. We also need a storage hut for our resources, which is right here. And so one thing I very much like about this game is how all the buildings connect to each other through like these little like walkways that are up above the ground. It's very cool. And so you end up with kind of this web work of a goblin city moving throughout the corners of the map, which is a really cool design feature. Like, whoever came up with that did a really good job. We've got a resource node. That looks like berries or something, maybe. What are those? It looks some kind of like bug fruit. There's trees over here. They will come and chop those if we have the appropriate thing open. There's also stone over here, which they will come for if we need that. Let me close down the time scale. We can assign haulers inside of here. And so, holla, we'll just assign, like... I don't know, like 1 hauler, just 1 person to move things around from our storage to other places. And now that that's been done, you can see up here that we're actively tracking the things we have now, which is pretty cool. These guys are going over here to harvest some stone. My other hope is that somebody will go out there to get wood because we only have 15 wood left. Maybe I should get on top of that in trade. What do we have here? Trade hall, crafting hut. Ah, woodcutter's hut. Let's do that. We'll have a little woodcutter's hut over, I don't know, like here? I'll put it kind of on the outskirts right here. There we go. And so now we have a woodcutter's hut. Somebody should come over here and start constructing it pretty soon. And in fact, there's one little guy right there moving stones around. Is he just the hauler? Oh, he brought 5 little rocks on over. Good job, buddy. Dude, the goblins are so adorable in this game, though. You want to cheer for them because look at them.
They're like, "Oh, it's too heavy, me lord. I'm trying to carry this rock over there so I can build myself a woodcutter's hut, but I can't. It's too heavy, me lord. Please help."
And I'd be like, well, maybe you guys should invent levers and pulleys. Then you wouldn't have this issue. Things would be simpler. Oh, look at that. He's going out to, is he chopping a tree? What's he doing right now? Yeah, he just pulled a log off that tree right there. Is there a reason? This has a little thing up above it. It says that there are no tools being designated. We need tools in order to make this work. And so, is he bringing wood back over to here? Is that what he's doing? Oh, really? He's just like hauling wood around. There's our chieftain right there. Wasentime Valdark. Badass. She's got like a headdress that makes her way cooler. I would have a headdress if I was in charge of a society. My robes would be very ceremonial. So if we wanted tools, I think we need a crafting hut. And so we'll make that next real fast. And so we'll put that in like right here. Yeah, that looks dope. Actually, we'll put it on this side. There we go. Crafting hut. And so hopefully somebody comes over and does crafty hut things. We have a deficit right now in terms of how much wood we need. And so my hope is that somebody will come over here and take care of that business. They're busy chopping the hell out of some stone over on this side. And I don't know where all my goblins are messing around at, but it looks like they're wandering out here. And so my hope is that they make a beeline for some trees and get us some resources. Tree sources, really, I think would be the proper way to put it. Do we have enough tree sources? I don't know. And so like that lickety-split, they're coming back now with the tree sources that we require. One of them like restocked the little fire right there. I don't know what the fire does, but that's pretty cool that they went in there and they like restocked it. It looks like it needs wood or something in order to keep functioning. I'll more than likely assign someone over here to make tools so that we can get the 2 tools that we need in order to make our woodcutter's hut. And then I'll make a stonecutter's hut over here so that we can start to amass various resources. Basically just force people to collect the things that we need instead of grabbing them on the fly. There's our crafting hut. We will take somebody in here, and we'll just say, hey, guess what? You're a crafter now. And so we've got basic tools right there. I assume that if we want to produce basic tools, we click that and prioritize it. We can also produce weapons if we want, but those require bones. And I don't think we have very much bones right now. Like, I don't think there's any bones. I think I saw them laying on the ground back over this way somewhere. Yeah, there we go. There's some bones over here. And so there's 30 bones laying on the ground on that side. I assume we can also harvest bones from things that we kill. Maybe further on, like in the game, once we get like a hunter's lodge or something like that. Very cool little game, though. And it's released with a decent amount. I mean, you probably won't be able to play for more than an hour or two. But for a Kickstarter demo, this is everything that I personally am looking for. I want to see that the developers have the knowledge required in order to do the thing that they say they're going to do. And so if I play a Kickstarter demo and it's just an absolute technical mess that makes no sense and just doesn't work properly, and you can tell that there are like logical issues with the programming and whatnot, where the game seems to be struggling very hard in order to get anything done, then that's always a warning sign to me that like maybe the developers need a little bit more experience. Oh, look at that. It's got like a little, I forget what that thing's called. It's a carpenter's tool. Use it for drilling hole. It's a hand drill. There we go. That's the name of it. I don't know why I was having trouble remembering what a hand drill was called, but yeah, it's a hand drill. They are filling up with sticks and wood right now so that we can get some tools. Once we've got the cool... Oh, what is that right there? Did a thing just pop out on the back, or was that just my eyes playing tricks on me? I think it was my eyes playing tricks on me. And there we go. He's actually producing little tools right now, and look at that. He's put on, like, he's got like a little hat. He's got like a tinker's hat, and he's got like a little outfit. I love the way all the different jobs are kind of Final Fantasy Tactics style. They all look different. Like a hauler looks different from like a crafter, looks different from a lumberjack. Like they've all got their own little outfits when they go out to do their jobs, and for whatever reason that makes me happy. The woodcutter set, I'll probably assign 2 people to get this done. It looks like we have the tools available now to get that finished off. However, we are eating up some of our wood in trying to get some of these tools designed. If I can get some bones together, I would love. We've got a trade hall to prioritize that. We've got a woodcutter set almost finished on this side. Get it done, little buddy, so that we can play with wood ever more vigorously. We will put 2 of you guys as wood choppers and go ahead and do your thing. Oh, that produces logs? So how do I just get them to produce raw sticks? I guess is the question that I'm coming along. Like, all I want is raw sticks. I don't really want logs. Hold on. Let's take a look here. I'm going to pause the game real fast before this gets out of control. Pause that, and let's have a look inside of our... No, let's have a look inside of our trade menu. Well, I don't see anything that specifically gathers sticks, so maybe they can use logs as sticks or something like that. We'll wait and see what happens as we go through, but maybe only these little guys can go get sticks. We've also got to get some defenses up. We're like on day 3 right now, and I'm a tiny bit concerned that we're going to have enemies around. What is that, flax right there? Okay, so that looks like it's used for cloth production. That looks like maybe it's food or something like that. I don't know. It looks like lavender to me. On this side, is that more flax? Okay, so we're going to use that in order to make little gobbo clothings. And then I'll probably be able to install a mine over on this side. So with 2 goblins in here, we'll go ahead and we will enable, maybe even prioritize the production of logs. What is that right there? Are they bringing tools over? Is that what they're doing? Each of these people have stats, too. They can be productives, they can be breeders, things like that. Oh, we don't have a place for them to live. We never built a warrens. So let's give them a little place where they can live, because I think that's how we get more goblins. So this says that it has space for up to 8 goblins. So we'll put our warrens in, like, right here. There we go. And that's going to require 16 sticks. So let's go ahead and speed the game up, and we'll see if they can get that done in any kind of reasonable fashion. And off goes our little guys. I think that he's actually a woodcutter. Maybe he'll be more efficient at gathering sticks, or maybe sticks, or maybe a log counts as like multiple sticks. I don't know. So he's actually carrying, yeah, something different. His log looks very different from the sticks that the other ones are carrying. Awesome. I'm glad to see that's production values right there. Yeah, it looks like a log counts as 10 sticks. So he's actually better at woodcutting than like a normal hauler. Okay, so I thought that they were distinct, but they're actually, you can alternate between the two as well. So that's good. If I can make a stonecutter's hut, that would be the next part that I would probably want to prioritize. And so they've got the wood right there, and as you can see, we've got one little guy down here starting to make our first little apartment complex for our goblins, so that the upstairs people can walk loudly, the downstairs people can just be like, ah, why? Never lived downstairs in an apartment building. Never. I made that mistake one time. Ooh, 8 new adults have joined us. 4 babies are born instantaneously. Good Lord. So... oh, you get a different clan for each building. And so you've got a war chief over the entire tribe, and then each location has its own little... interesting. Okay, I didn't actually think about that as a mechanic, but yeah, let's take the person who has 100, and we'll make them the chief of the clan over here. So we've got the chief of the tribe, and then we've got the chief of the clan over on this side. As far as woodcutters go, let's assign a few more, because we've got some extra workers, so why not? There we go. Now we've got 4 woodcutters. They're all ready to go. We got logs sitting around. We've got a place to live. The next thing that I'm actively going to be looking for is maybe... that's a scavenger's hut. I'd like to get something that allows people to get stone, though. Yeah, so a mine. That sounds good to me. We could put a mine right there. Let's do it. Let's mine it on up. So that's going to take 4 tools, but it's going to take some cloth, unfortunately. So let's destroy this building. I didn't realize that I was going to need cloth, so the text tree was a little bit different than I figured it would be. At the weavers. So in order to get a weaver, we need to get a scavenger first. So let's get our scavenger over here. We'll put the scavenger like right about here. Cool. That's going to take a number of resources in order to get done, and that number appears to be about 34. They should start carrying things over to this side. They've got lots of work to do. I don't think we need planks or anything of that kind just yet. This is just going to be a work order for wood, and hopefully these trees don't chop down. I'm hoping they kind of just like stay there forever, and they're just like static, like when you used to play StarCraft back in the day, and you had like your crystal mines were basically infinite in the back of the bases, so that everybody had what they needed in order to like hit their different tech trees in different ways. Why is my chief sleeping outside? You're the chief. Or are you the king? Crink Valdark. So badass. I'm pretty happy about this. Dude, look how baller this house is that our grand hall, like our clan chief, lives inside of. It's pretty sweet, right? Although we have 2 chiefs now, and I don't know exactly how that's going to work. Is like one chief below the other chief? Oh, his health is falling. Why is his health going down? Why are my little goblins... is it too cold? Is that what it is? It's gotten too chilly for him. Well, hopefully it didn't die. Because if the goblin died, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to feel like I was a bad master to my goblins. For the scavenger's hut, let's get these guys assigned. They can gather frogs, bones, and herbs. I'm going to tell him to gather up cloth. And I'm going to have him gather up... oh, he's got a little hat. I'm going to have him gather up herbs. And then once that's done, we're going to go into our menu. And now we need a weaver's hut. And so there it is. So we can weave it on up, weave it on up, weave it on up. Like we don't give a what? All right, so we'll put the weaver... Oh, I don't know. Like over here somewhere? That sounds good to me. Weaver's hut! Yay. Hopefully my goblins don't get too cold. This little guy looked like he took damage of some kind. I don't know if they level up or what these little meters are right here. There's no real tutorial to the game or anything like that. And so I don't know. Maybe they got to go to the fire when they need to be warm. Maybe that's what it is. The game's already doing better than Community Incorporated. Your goblins are smart enough to go to the fire whenever they're cold. God. That shit was nightmarish. Pretty glad that I'm not playing that game right now, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I'm playing a game for the channel and I'm like, I really don't want to be playing this right now. And like, for a brief moment, I'm like, but the indie game needs to be showed off, at least to give people a warning and be like, yeah, this game is not ready. Just don't even entertain the thought for a moment of playing this game. Just let it go. Let it go. Whereas a goblin was under attack. Where? Where is he under attack at? Like hell he is. Valdark died in combat to a skeleton. Can I click on these? Where's the skeleton at?
Daktugan.
No, that one's alive. Daktugan to you as well, sir. Daktugan to you as well. Who's dying in combat to a skeleton right now? And why can't I just click on that to go to wherever the combat is? Oh.
Okay. Okay.
No, you get out of there. Stop doing that. Don't go over there with the skeletons. Oh, they're going too far and they're getting killed by the skeletons trying to get wood. Oh, no. And the skeleton is definitely faster than we are. That's unfortunate. Yeah, move to the campfire. Go over here. Get in here so that we can, like, boss up on this fool. Oh, they're just running away to the campfire right now. So how do I deal with this problem over here on this side? Because it looks like they fought some of them, but it looks spooky skeletons are known to spawn here in the winter. So let's turn off wood harvesting for right now. Until we get further into the game. No, Goblin, no! Oh, and then he ran away like a little punk after he killed that dude. Damn it. Will they fight if they go over here? Like, can I... Oh, they get in little slap fights. I see that now. Oh, Chieftain, help out. Chieftain, assist him. Don't allow him to fall, Chieftain. Although if that fool beats up... Oh, our Chieftain's kind of gangster. Damn, our Chieftain whacked that fool. Our Chieftain didn't give a damn. Our Chieftain was like, away with you, beast. So do the skeletons, like, die? It says... Let's see here. An undead goblin has risen through elder winter magic to attack the village. Okay, so we need to focus on getting ourselves some kind of... So how many goblins do I have left? I'm going to assume that a number have been killed. There are not a lot of goblins left. That's the downside here, is that there are not a lot of goblins left to do the things that I need to get done. So disable that stuff so that they're not going after bones or anything like that. I only want them to go after cloth. I think that was my fault because I assigned them. I think that means that they'll go after bones, but it's not a priority. And I think what happened is when they were going after bones, they all rushed this location over here because there's a bone pile in front of it. And I think that's what went seriously wrong right there. Pretty sure that's where the plan fell apart. Pretty sure. Let's get the game back up and running here. And we will wait and watch, and hopefully our goblins will breed a little bit more, and I can get some more goblins. That's my hope. There we go. They're starting to come outside now. That's good. Go get your new job, pal. Just make sure that you're going over this way to get that done, and that you're not messing around getting yourself killed going after, like, bones from skeletons and things like that. Hopefully there's no more people headed off to the right except to get wood every now and again. He brought wood back inside of there. I'm going to take one of you guys off. We will turn wood harvesting back on, although I am slightly concerned that we're going to end up with these guys over here being a trouble. I could take my chieftain.
Zala.
The chieftain seems to fight Mo better.
Zala.
Yeah, the chieftain seems to fight Mo better than some of the other guys, but it's got me slightly worried there. 3 new babies born. We got 4 new adults. Fantastic. That's actually really good. A hooded stranger approaches our village with slow and cautious step of ancient one, his face lost in shadow and her voice whisper like wind in cavern as she asks to meet King. It's foolish for King to bare his belly to hidden dagger. Our chief go meet with strangers so we learn what she want first. Goblin doors should be open to weary traveler. Our king will greet this stranger with open arms. Strange old woman full of strange old magics. Warriors drive her back into the wilds. Let's invite her. The stranger cackles and calls the king a trusting fool. She shuffles away, leaving many angry goblins snapping at her heels. +2 goblins are now Riot Clan. What the hell does that mean? Does that mean they're like rebels? Is he Riot Clan? Who's Riot Clan? I don't know. Riot Clan was written in red, and he's now red, so I thought maybe he was Riot Clan. I was like, oh, shit. Can't deal with that Riot Clan business. That Riot Clan business. So they brought back a little bit more cloth. As soon as this building's done, we will be able to produce some cooler things, but we're actually getting a ton of wood right now, which is great. We're back up and functioning, so at least we didn't, like, die horribly trying to get this thing finished off. This game is called The Goblins of Elderstone. If you wanted to play it yourself, I don't think you can yet without being a Kickstarter backer, but I'll put a link down below so that you can look at the information for the game if it seems like something you'll be interested in. We haven't gotten into combat or anything like that just yet. If you wanted to see more episodes, please let me know. I have no problem doing a little bit more. I think the game is pretty cool, and I'm having fun with it so far. Obviously, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think I've been an okay Goblin Clan Chief so far. I'll see you all in the next episode if you decide that you want to see a next episode. Hi to everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.